Let's get started with the performance going viral today. Deaf singer took the stage on America's Got Talent and people were in awe.
I don't live the way I want to. That whole picture never came into view. But I'm tired of getting used to the day. So I will try. So I will try.
Wow, the 29-year-old singer lost all of her hearing, believe it or not, when she was 18 years old, but she's able to pursue her passion thanks to muscle memory. Now, here's what she did. Before she sang, she took her shoes off to feel the tempo and beat of the music through the floor of the stage. Simon Cowell, who we know is always the toughest judge, he actually used his golden buzzer on the singer. That means that, boom, she automatically, there he goes, right there. She moves on to the live shows. Oh, look at that. Gosh, I'm tearing up a little just watching that. Pretty big moment. Joey, you saw, right?
Yeah, I haven't watched America's Got Talent in years, and Tyra Banks came on this year as the host, so I came back because I do love me some Tyra Banks. But I thought this was such like one of those classic special TV moments.
Yeah.
If you watched it, it was hard not to get choked up. I saw it going viral this morning on Facebook, and when I woke up about 8 this morning, it had 30 million views. So it's already triple what the show gets on primetime. When I checked before we went live, it was like 82 million views of this girl.
Wow.
I just thought it was an amazing, amazing performance. And the fact that like she sang a song called Try that she wrote, and it was all about I may fail, I may succeed, but guess what? I'm going to try no matter what I said. I thought it was such a great performance. And like you said, the golden buzzer sent her all the way to the live show, so she doesn't have to go through like weeks of like finals and semifinals.
And Simon, whenever Simon does it, as far as I'm concerned, like that's
it's
great.
kind of tradition that if you hit the gold buzzer, you get on stage and you talk to the act.
Right.
And he got on there and he said, I've been in this business for a long time. I've never heard or seen anything like this. So I thought, how cool is this girl?
But there were so many reasons she was amazing. I mean, she had an amazing backstory as well as the talent. And she was saying that the connective tissue disorder is what caused her to lose her hearing, but that was actually due to knee surgeries that she had had in the past.
Oh, wow.
That were, she had taken medications that created that connective disorder for her, connective tissue disorder.
I would not be shocked if we see this girl in the finals.
Oh, she's going to win. She is going to win. That girl
I mean, it's
is
a great
win.
story,
She's
and that's
amazing.
what half this show's about.
And she's already made 3 albums on her own. She's produced them on her own.
So
3
cool.
albums.
Okay.
That's amazing.
I know this isn't her, but there was still another cute act last night that I really liked.
Who?
Did you guys see the dog who could count?
No.
He was so cute. All right, we got to play the dog. It was Marie Moore or something. I don't remember the dog, but we have the video of this really cute, and the dog could really count.
Mia? What number is this?
There's no way.
The dog who could count.
She trained the dog herself?
I guess, yeah, I believe so. It was really, really cute.
Could you imagine rescuing that dog and realizing that it can count? You're like, cha-ching!
Yeah.
Dog.
What's it going to do for you, though?
Listen, last week on the show, there was a chicken that played Mozart.
I saw
So I'm
that.
like, it can be anything.
I saw that. You never know. But I thought the dog was entertaining, and I believe the dog made it through. Didn't go to the live rounds. There was no golden buzzer.
You don't say.
But it was cute.
Oh, I can't wait. Maybe I could train my dog how to do that and make millions.
There you go.
Chewy, we need to start learning how to count when I get home tonight.
Exactly.
All right, well, something else that people are talking about today, a guy who's being called the worst best man ever. A recent bride wrote into an advice columnist about John, her husband's best friend and best man, and also the wedding officiant, who decided to propose to his longtime girlfriend and oh God, announce their pregnancy during the ceremony. The bride says the rest of the night's attention was all on the newly engaged couple that was expecting and not the bride and groom. She was seeking advice on whether or not to, you know, maybe terminate this relationship. I'm thinking she actually might need to, but Christy, you just recently got married. So what if I had come to your wedding and Joey and I announced we're getting married and we're pregnant right in the middle of the ceremony? What would you do to us?
That'd be
Well, this
awesome.
April, I got married, and all I can say is I didn't know we were so lucky to have such great guests at our wedding, because there was nothing obnoxious that went down at our
Oh,
wedding.
really?
But no, nothing
Okay,
like
that's
this,
good.
nothing that I can complain about. But what I can say is the columnist wrote back and said that the groom should talk to his friend and have a conversation about it. There is no way I would be having a conversation.
No, because
and
the
trying
friendship
to-
would be
This
that
is
would be
well,
done.
like the story. If you look into the story, it gets even better because they go to the reception and before the actual married couple can have their first dance. John requests a special song for him and his now fiance and baby mama before the couple even has their first dance. I'm like, isn't the one rule of weddings is like A, you cannot wear white. And
Yes.
B, don't propose and announce a pregnancy during your best friend's wedding.
Okay, now the reason we're talking about all this is because the internet has gone crazy and
Crazy
everybody
about
is
this.
hating on this couple. And I know that Henny is usually the one that is like, I don't believe this, conspiracy theory. I don't believe this. I think this story is ridiculous and completely, totally fabricated. First of all, the story came from this advice columnist, Dear Prudie, which is part of Slate.com. And I just think it's one of those stories that there's too much piled on and piled on and piled on. I don't believe that, you know, that they go to this ceremony, the best man, now first of all, it's an $80,000 wedding. So this is a big, expensive wedding. The best man is also officiating the ceremony. Okay, I might believe that. But in the middle of the ceremony, they decide to announce they're pregnant. Then in the middle of the ceremony, I'm going to propose. Then she even says how the videographer is even taking video of the girl after, you know, she'd been proposed to, and that she's hugging and kissing, and everybody's congratulating. I'm like, really? All of this really
So-
happened? And
They need
then
to have another
we
wedding.
go to and then we go to the
And then
reception.
just give
and
that
then-
wedding to the other
Yeah,
couple.
I just don't buy this. First of all, any decent videographer, if they paid $80,000 for a wedding, they got a good videographer, isn't going to be stupid enough to now.
Right.
You know, I just don't buy it.
So
I
here's
don't
the
buy it.
thing.
I think
If
it's a
it's- if
made-up
the
story that
story-
the editors made up, and there's no evidence this is true.
But if the story is real or not, here's my question. If the story is real or not, how would we all react into that sort of situation?
Oh, I'd kill him.
Yeah, I would.
End of story.
There would be a long, as my mom would call it, a come to Jesus meeting with my friend, and then after that, we would no longer be friends.
I think I would say you just hijacked my moment. Here's the
That's a
bill.
great way to
Here's
put
the
it.
bill. You can
Which
pay for the
she
rest
said
of
in the
night
advice
because
column.
It's now become your night.
She said in her, the girl who wrote in said, my husband said he'll be okay with it when they pay their half of the wedding.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think
just-
so. I don't think it was fake
not
though.
buying it.
Because there's so many people out there that are so jealous whenever someone gets married, and I feel like there's so.
But that's
It could
beyond.
happen.
And
I think it
especially
could.
women out there,
Beyond.
I don't know.
I think
it
they
could be
piled
true.
on. I think they
it
piled
could be
on
true.
too much. Like I was with it until and then the videographer, and then at the ceremony, I'm like, I'm not buying it. It's like a lie that just got too big. You know?
It was one of the
snowball.
longer Dear Prudence
Yeah,
columns.
because there was all this
Four
stuff.
paragraphs
I
long,
don't know.
yeah.
But anyway, well, this we know is true. It was a baseball promotion gone wrong, calling on women with hourglass-shaped bodies to show up and be eye candy for players. Yes, this really happened. The Utah minor league team for the Dodgers, the Ogden Raptors, announced their upcoming theme night. Hourglass Appreciation Night. Now here's the description quote. The home team hosts the Billing Mustangs, but the real thoroughbreds will join Raptors broadcaster so-and-so in the booth. Is there a better way to remind the world that baseball needs no clock than to feature 18 hourglass-shaped color commentators? Yeah, it didn't really go over very well. The event ended up being canceled shortly after the ad went out, but not quick enough to hear all the haters and people going crazy over this one.
Well, the reason that they did this is because the event was supposed to be in August, and August is the number 8.
Right.
That's what they were thinking. The number 8, the hourglass. That was their mentality behind this. They weren't trying to be sexist. They were.
Oh no, I'm sure that was not sexist at all.
I'm not saying I buy it. I'm just saying that's what they said.
Right.
But with my opinion, I think that minor league baseball is really they're so odd at promoting their events there. I mean, I feel like they just have almost like a weird factor to them that they really try to promote the wrong things. They try to promote baseball 101 nights. They promote pink nights to get women in. They promote like
It's like a family thing,
But it's
and they do sometimes goofier
but see,
things.
that's what I think. I think that baseball is more of a family thing, and it's more of a, I don't know, a joining together
Well,
kind
my
of
issue with
atmosphere,
this
not
is-
so much trying to make it a stereotypical night. I mean, there was another team, the Owls, the Orem Owls, and they just recently, before this, they canceled a planned night, and get the name of it? Caucasian Heritage Night. And they were going to serve white bread burgers with mayonnaise.
Are you sure this was like?
I am
wasn't like-
positive.
yeah.
I read
Well,
this
here-
3
this
times.
is my
going,
issue with
What's
this.
wrong with them?
The issue with this is so this press release went out.
Right.
And 4 days later, they say that was an unauthorized press
Yes.
release. So my question is, and they said that it was not real, it was a joke, it was a scam. Then why did you take 4 days to respond saying this is not going to happen?
They
It's-
waited for the outrage
well-
and the backlash, and then
Well,
they
like,
realized,
kinda-
ooh, we shouldn't have
I
done
know
that.
this might be not the best comparison, but it kind of thought like along Kathy Griffin lines, like they thought they'd have the audience for it, and when they got a backlash, they were like, "Just kidding, this isn't us. It's not
Yeah.
us." Most like how Kathy Griffin really thought people were going to jump on her
Yeah,
bandwagon,
yeah.
and she got backlash. I think what are they called? The Ogden Raptors thought that this was going to be a hit, that men could bring their young boys to this game. When they got that backlash, because immediately people started calling for interviews and they wouldn't say anything.
Right.
And like at that point, you
Right.
do reek of suspicion. And I just think they got caught in the end.
And they did release a follow-up statement, the organization did, and they
Right.
specifically said, we will not take any interviews about this, we will not answer questions.
You don't
It's like,
say.
well,
questions.
you know,
Shut it
I
down.
think they have a responsibility to at least say, did someone get fired over it,
Agreed.
or someone let go,
I
or
think they're just, you
disciplined,
know,
or something.
End it, and like hopefully people will forget, and we'll just move on. Because no women ever follow baseball or anything, right? Okay. All right. Well, coming up next, an interesting take on Megyn Kelly's NBC debut. Watch us and see if you agree with what happened.